I'm Roihatu Zakia. I will explain to you about definition of matter. Matter is defined as anything that occupies space and has mass, and it is all around us. In principle, all matter can exist in three states: solid, liquid, and gas. A solid is a rigid object with a defined shape. The examples are metal, glass, and wood. Liquids are not as rigid and solid as fluid. That is, they can flow and take the shapes of their container. The examples are water and hydrochloric acid. Gas are fluids, but unlike liquids, gas can expand without being free. The examples are oxygen and carbon dioxide. Scientists also classify matter based on their composition and properties. Matter can be classified into substance, mixtures, elements, and compounds.
Hello everyone, my name is Nurmalida Utari and I, as the second presenter, will read the part of substances and mixtures. Substances and mixture. A substance is a form of matter that has definite or constant composition and distinct properties. Examples are water, ammonia, table sugar or sucrose, gold, and oxygen. Substances differ from one another in composition and can be identified by their appearance, smell, taste, and other properties. The next one is mixture. A mixture is a combination of two or more substances in which the substances retain their distinct identities. Some familiar examples are air, soft drinks, milk, and cement. Mixture do not have constant composition. Therefore, sample of air collected in different cities will probably differ in composition because of differences in altitude, pollution, and so on. Based on their properties, mixtures are divided into homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixtures. The first one is homogeneous mixtures. What is homogeneous mixtures? A homogeneous mixtures having only one observable phase. It is called a homogeneous mixture because in it the solute is completely dissolved in the solvent without leaving any trace of the other states of matter in it. An example is when a spoonful of sugar is dissolved in water. After a long period of stirring, the composition of the mixture throughout the solution will be the same.
Hello guys, my name is Hafsah Salima and I, as the third presenter, will read the part of substances and mixture. Heterogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous mixture is the option of homogeneous mixture. When substances join, it can still be different between one substance with other substance. For example, when sand is mixed with iron fillings, the grains of sand and iron fillings will remain visible and separate. This type of mixture has a non-uniform arrangement. Any mixture, whether homogeneous or heterogeneous, can be created and then separated by physical means into pure components without changing the identities of the components. The sugar can be recovered from a water solution by heating the solution and evaporating it to dryness. Condensing the vapor will give us back the water components. To separate the iron-sand mixture, we can use a magnet to remove the iron fillings from the sand, because sand is not attracted to the magnet. After separation, the components of the mixture will have the same composition and properties as they did to start with. Any mixture, whether homogeneous or heterogeneous, can be created and then separated by physical means into pure components without changing the identities of the components. The sugar can be recovered from a water solution by heating the solution and evaporating it to dryness. Condensing the vapor will give us back the water components. To separate the iron-sand mixture, we can use a magnet to remove the iron fillings from the sand, because sand is not attracted to the magnet. After separation, the components of the mixture will have the same composition and properties as they did to start with.
Hello everyone, my name is Nanda Khoirunnisa and I am the fourth present a filtered part of element and compounds. Element and compounds. Substance can be either element or compounds. An element is a substance that cannot be separated into simpler substances by measurements. To date, 130 elements have been positively identified. 83 of them occur naturally on Earth. Chemists use alphabetic symbol that reference the name of the elements. The first letter of a symbol always capitalized, but any following letter or not. For example, carbon monoxide formula for a carbon monoxide molecule.
Hello everyone, my name is Fitri Aulia Zuhri and I am the last presenter. The table on the sheet shows the names and symbols of some of the more common elements. A complete list of the elements and their symbols appear inside the book. The symbols of some elements are derived from their Latin names, for example, Au from aurum or gold, Fe from forum or iron, and Na from natrium or sodium, while most of them come from the English names. A compound is a substance composed of two or more elements chemically bonded in constant relation, or example, hydrogen gas burns and oxygen gas to form water. A compound whose properties are very different from those of the elements that form it. Water is composed of 2 parts hydrogen and 1 part oxygen. Unlike mixture, compounds can only be separated by chemical means into their pure element.